Hello, my name is Nicholas Hallstrom, and I'll be going over some basics of animation in the form of a bouncing ball. This is my bouncing ball that I made up for this demo. We'll show you some basics of animation through it. So into the first thing of this bouncing ball, we'll be talking about a principle called arcs. This is the arc I plan to use for my bouncing ball. As you can see, it starts out higher, bounces its way down and over to the right. The next step to adding a ball bounce would be, of course, the ball. So I've decided to place it up here. This is the ball I'm going to be using. It's a little red ball. I just used a shape tool. So the purpose I am going for in this first stage is the timing of the ball, where the ball goes and drops down, hits the bottom, comes back up, comes back down, and then etc. The idea is to get the feeling of the ball as it travels through the arc. So I've gone ahead and done that just to show you, spending the most time on the longest arc and gradually spending less and less time as the arcs are smaller. The ball is spending less time in them. Alright, so the next thing is to go between the poses of the ball as it travels through its timing. I've gone ahead and placed them as even as I possibly could to illustrate why you shouldn't do this. As you can see, it doesn't really look all that realistic. It kind of looks fake as it travels, it bounces. It doesn't really seem to have any weight. And the next step, once you have the ball placed out along its path, follow something more like this, in which the ball starts out slower, speeds up, and then slows down at the top of the arc. And by doing that, the ball seems to have weight. It seems to be more realistic as it travels through time. This is called spacing. The ball is obviously more densely spaced up here, more densely spaced here, and here to show the ball is moving slower. There's more frames where the ball is in that space, so it will move slower. This is important because if you have even spacing, the ball looks very stiff, unnatural. Alright, and the final thing, to really give it that extra degree, is a little bit of stretching right here at the bottom of each of the arcs. And that'll help give it a little bit of exaggeration, a little bit of elasticity, and a little bit of squash at the bottom of each of these arcs. That'll help make it feel more alive. It'll have more energy. You can see at the bottom of each of the arcs, the ball appears to be bouncing back up. This is important because it helps make the ball seem realistic, gives it weight, as opposed to something like this, which appears more like a really hard ball, like a golf ball. And when it's all said and done, when you've drawn all the frames, you'll have something that looks just like this. Alright, that's been a quick animation tutorial on the bouncing ball. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you can make something like it yourself, and have a good day.